Hello, hello. If this message is finding you, it might be for you. I'm still sniffly, guys, okay? Thank you for all the encouraging messages. I'm not sick, though. I just have hardcore allergies, guys. That's why I sound like this. Your girl's good, okay? You guys are so sweet, though. But let's get into this message. Let's see what's in the energy today. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords. Okay, everything just wants to fall out. To the Star, to the Four of Swords, to the Five of Swords. Interesting. Okay. So you've kind of you had this spark in this moment of I'm going to be responsible for what it is that I need to heal within myself. Okay. And then you went into this period of reflection, and you really were evaluating things and kind of all the situations that you've gone through. It was a moment where you really looked back and were aware of these triggering situations and things that kind of had you in conflict with other people, conflict within yourself, okay? And you healed those things. And then the Justice card popping out, okay? And it's bringing this balance to your life. You're seeing things from a different perspective. And then we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So you're you've come to the point of healing. You've healed this part of yourself that you really went in reflection on, okay? Was it a dark night of the soul? Did you sit with yourself and was it painful? Yeah, it was. But you faced the music, all right? I felt like it was very intense though, because to just have it so concentrated in the first four cards, so it's this Page of Swords, to the Star, to the Four of Swords, to the Five of Swords. It's it's really being highlighted. It's not just the Star. Oh, you just healed something. The Star card isn't a minor card in any way, but it's it's so, this was a big moment for you. It was very much a turning point in your journey. All right, and now the King of Pentacles. But now that you've done this healing, it's you know what you want, and you know how you're gonna go and get it, okay? You know that you're worthy of this thing as well, okay? You see yourself in a different light. And then the Page of Cups, and it's because you have new emotions towards yourself. You don't look at yourself and think A, you look at yourself and you're thinking B, and B is a lot more positive now, okay? So your alignment and the vibration you're sitting at is a lot more parallel with what it is that you believe in and what you think you deserve. The Ace of Swords. So not only did you have this Page of Swords that sparked you into this healing, but now you're showing up with new truth, and you're speaking this over your life. This is what I'm deserving of. My emotions are valid. And then the Seven of Swords coming out. Okay. What is the Seven of Swords to the Nine of Cups? All right. So you're able to you're able to really see through any kind of betrayal or deceit that's thrown your way. All right. You see through things now. I think before you were kind of receiving the way people would speak to you and accepting it. You would allow them to speak these things onto your life. And so you embodied it. And now you're this is who I am. What you're saying about me doesn't matter. The narrative that you're pitching to me and other people around me is false, because this is my truth. And I'm not even seeing you in a defensive way. It's not even you feel the need to defend yourself anymore. It's you just are. There were things being spoken on you, and now you don't even feel the need to clear up any rumors. You're just out of the way. You've removed yourself from the betrayal, because then the Nine of Cups came out. All right. And this is you're over here in your wish fulfillment, because you've stepped into your truth and you're doing this healing, okay? So it doesn't matter if any kind of deceit or betrayal is going on. You're out of the way, okay? And that's You're taking the high road, all right? You see this attraction, you aligning with this Nine of Cups. It's like you're also sparking people's attention because they're like, okay, well, if that person said, and they have a new perspective on what's being spoken on you with this Hanged One, they're like looking at people who might be or are speaking any kind of like hateful, dishonest, things upon you. And they're like, well, if you're saying that this person is doing that, then why are they over there kind of like, they look like they're doing pretty good, they're winning. So it's like, it's sparking people's interest. You're inspiring people to like change their view. And you don't even care what their view is on you. That's not the point. It's like how you move is really, it's really showing people that like, what your truth is. What other people think doesn't matter. But it's like triggering people to step out of whatever the narrative is, the false narrative is. They're looking at you in a different way. They're looking at now that person a different way. They're like, hey, I think you're kind of lying, friend. Okay? And then you're over here in your truth. You don't need validation. You're in your own zone, baby. And it's like, you've got great things going for you. And I'm telling you, the Knight of Pentacles, you're making shit happen for yourself. You are going and you are achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve at this time. And it's like the way that you move alone is really discrediting people in a way that is big. Okay? You're doing big shit right now, friend. And I know that you don't care about whatever other people think, but it's significant because who you're inspiring are these people who were getting deceived by these people who were speaking this narrative on you. So now they have a moment to kind of go within and either find their truth or have an awakening or like see that they can break free. Are they going to do it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're a fucking inspiration. Okay, and it's from staying in your lane and standing in your truth. All right, friend? Beautiful message. I hope you guys have a good one.